Every morning the world starts quietly, one soft light at a time. Homes flicker awake, shops open. People take those first small steps into a brand new day. And in all of that ordinary movement, there's something kind of extraordinary. A moment worth noticing, a spark you feel before you even name it. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's small, but kindness shows up right on time. And every morning we choose to show up with you so we can look for that spark together.
Good morning. I'm Matt Roof, the Uncommon Kindness Guy, and this is Kindness Rising. Let's rise together.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Welcome into Kindness Rising today as we get things settled in to get our who's who ready for you all. Although it doesn't want to do it. Okay. Well, what are you waiting for? You know what I think a lot of people are waiting for? Permission, a sign, a perfect moment, some magical version of themselves that finally feels ready. But honestly, most meaningful lives don't begin with certainty. Good morning, Mom. Good morning, Jess. Hey, Mom. Thanks for the chicken. I didn't have a chance to call you last night, but chicken delivered. Appreciate it. You know what I think is, oh, good Lord. Okay. Anyway, most meaningful lives, they don't begin with certainty. Certainly mine doesn't. They begin with somebody looking around at imperfect conditions and deciding, hey, I'm going to build something here anyway, a family, a community, a dream, a business, a garden, a better version of themselves. I don't know. Maybe that's one of the deepest truths about being human, though. Nobody gets handed the fully assembled version of a meaningful life. We build it one imperfect day at a time. And today we're talking about stewardship, courage, ordinary people doing meaningful things, and quiet beauty of building where you are. Because this is Kindness Rising. Good morning, everyone. I am glad you jumped in with me this morning here on Kindness Rising. We're going to get going with our first clue in our Who in the World every day now. This has become an everyday tradition. I think I like it. People seem to enjoy it. Who in the world are we talking about? A famous person today whose birthday is today and whose birthday was today, I guess. I don't know. But here it is. Our very first clue for today. I hope this is the right one. Yes, he was born in I just gave it to you. Born in a small Pennsylvania town. Absolutely born in a small Pennsylvania town and became known for playing ordinary people, doing extraordinary things with integrity and perseverance. It's not me. It's not me. Hi, Kathleen. Welcome in, Kathleen from LinkedIn. Glad you are here. Mike Sullivan's here. This is our crew. Who was it? The person who was born in a small Pennsylvania town and known for playing characters with integrity and perseverance. We'll keep going, though. We'll keep going on Kindness Rising. That's your first of three clues. Bring the sound down. It is Kindness Rising this morning. And we're talking about one of the big myths of life. People quietly believing that purpose arrives fully formed. Like a movie scene, the clouds just part. Oh, a giant glowing arrow appears over your head and it says, this is your destiny. Where real life feels much less cinematic. Most people just fighting. Just fighting for their lives and figuring things out while they're moving, learning while building, improvising while growing. And honestly, it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable because humans love certainty. We want guarantees before the effort. We want results before the risk. We want proof before the commitment. Proof before the commitment. But meaningful things rarely work that way. You start the business before confidence arrives. You go live before you feel polished. You become the stable person in your family before you fully know how. Sometimes you got to do it. Sometimes you simply decide, I'm going to improve this little corner of the world, and honestly, that matters. That matters so much more than we all realize, because culture tends to celebrate gigantic, flashy success stories, but most meaningful lives, they're built quietly, patiently, consistently, one good decision at a time, one conversation at a time, one act of stewardship at a time. And maybe that's the lesson for today, is that we don't need the blueprint. We just need willingness to begin right where we are. Greetings. Yes, Charlotte. Greetings from Denmark. Yes, it's Denmark in the afternoon. Well, are you just rising? Charlotte, I don't know. If I said your name wrong, I apologize. But welcome into Kindness Rising from Denmark. I'm on the East Coast of the United States, upstate New York, on the East Coast of the United States. It's great to have our global community. Everybody, hey everybody, say hello to Charlotte. Charlotte's our new friend from Denmark. All right, Charlotte, welcome in. Yeah, that's the real deal right there. Absolutely, absolutely. Absolutely. Kathleen. Kathy the donkey. Are you serious? You got it right again after the first clue? I'm not showing the rest of the YouTube your answer, but you did get it right. You did get it right. He's your favorite? Period? Great stuff. Give us a minute to get through it, and we will start talking about him. Great stuff. Great stuff. I'm not going to give away his movies just yet, but it is really, really awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, I had changed the kindness spotlight, but we're going to do this one because the old one is still appearing. That's all right. It's a duplicate. This is building where you are week or day. Get ready for the drop. There it is. It is building where you are day today. And I got it. There we go. Building where you are today. So why not talk about somebody who's building right where they are, or an organization who's building right where people are, people with needs. And that's Habitat for Humanity, because few organizations embody the spirit of build where you are better than Habitat for Humanity. And what I love about Habitat is this: it's not just charity for people, it's partnership with people, community members, building homes together, families, turning the music down, families investing, sweat equity, volunteers showing up with tools, time, effort, and open. Honestly, a home is much more than the walls or the windows. It's about stability and belonging and safety and a foundation of growth for the future. A world that often feels noisy and chaotic. There's nothing more deeply beautiful than literally people building hope and homes together with their own hands. That is meaningful work for sure. And so Habitat for Humanity is our kind of spotlight for today, because I'm going to get into our second clue. For sure. Kathleen Byram, Kathy the donkey already guessed it over on LinkedIn, but I'm going to drop the second clue right now. I'm having to drop them one by one. That's okay. Here's your second clue. Before becoming a huge star, this dude rose to the rank of Brigadier General in the Air Force Reserve. Brigadier General of the Air Force Reserve. Love to play those ordinary characters doing extraordinary things. Kathleen Byram knows who it is. It's her favorite actor, period. How did I know that? I mean, it's just crazy. It's also the anniversary of his birthday today. So there you go. Anybody else got a guess out there? Keep guessing, keep staying interested in what we are doing here. All right. I had another story too, and couldn't quite get my creative act together, but a very sad announcement today. A sad announcement in the world of beer. Pouring one out for American nostalgia. You guys know about pouring one out, of course you do. The beer that made Milwaukee famous is headed to retirement after 177 years. Anybody know the brand? The brand, probably you had some in your fridge. Your old weird uncle definitely had them in his fridge. Uh, Absolutely. Schlitz beer, the beer that made Milwaukee famous, is about to be retired. The brand that survived wars, depression, disco, polyester, new Coke, the internet, and probably a 500,000 backyard barbecues. 177 years. It's not a product. That is a family member that won't go away. All right. Nope, not Budweiser, Roseanne. Good Lord. Oh my God, that would be earth shattering. No, we're talking about Schlitz beer. Schlitz. Schlitz, which is part of the Anheuser-Busch family. It's actually owned by the Busch family, but they are closing their last Schlitz factory. I think the last run they said was going to be in June. So if you give a Schlitz, get out there and find a Schlitz beer. Maybe you want to hold on to one, keep one unopened, and it'll become a family heirloom or something. Schlemiesel, Schlemazel, you got it, Kathleen. Were they working in Schlitz Brewery? No, it's Schatz Brewery, but I think it was based on Schlitz Brewery, right? Schatz Brewery? Something like that. But yeah, Schlemiesel, Schlemazel. All right, Laverne and Shirley references Budweiser, Milwaukee. What the heck is next, people? And we're still rocking the Kindness Spotlight anthem. Okay, whatever. How's everybody doing? Are we having fun yet? Are we having fun yet on a Wednesday? Doing our who's who, doing our spotlights. We are all over the place. And I got a tickle in my nose. I got a little itchy tickle. All right. Itchy tickle. The sneeze is going to come eventually. I just know it. I can feel it. All right. What we have to do this one. I love this. It's become fun for me. It's always been fun. But after you do things for a while, it's like, all right, you got to mix it up. You got to do things a little bit differently. I think we're sticking with the Kindness Rising vibe, but just talking about different stuff, not always all about growth and perspective or the importance of going live and making your expertise, your authority, your trustworthiness known. Just sharing information and talking about things. It's kind of what I like. I like the trivia and the weird stuff like that. Weird stuff, but little stuff like that. Meaninglessness, but it's important too. It's meaningless yet important. Wow, I feel like a politician now. It's meaningless, but it's important. All right, wait. That happened today? 1862. Schlitz Brewery was already brewing beer. If you do the math, I did it because I was like, wait a second, these two things. Schlitz Beer was brewing beer before Abraham Lincoln was president. I did the math right. And today, the Homestead Act. Controversial, I know. But it was signed into law by Abraham Lincoln in 1862 when he felt he was doing the right thing and certainly drove expansion of our nation west and built the American dream. Made the American dream possible, basically, right? Ordinary people could claim land if they were willing to live on it, improve it, and build something meaningful there. Sure, it connects to the difficult realities involving indigenous displacement and westward expansion. Those were not easy times. They were not pleasant. There were winners and losers. There are winners and losers in everything. So I'm certainly not discounting the impact of it, but we don't ignore that deeper complexity here. But I still think that this resonates powerfully because it's about building something, cultivating something, taking responsibility for something larger than yourself. Absolutely. That's what the Homestead Act was or is. It gives giving people possibility. You have to do the difficult work to turn the possibility into reality, but honestly, it still feels incredibly relevant today in some ways because most meaningful things in life begin that way. Not with certainty or perfection, just willingness to plant, to build, to improve your little patch of earth, and eventually that small patch becomes your life. So that's the Homestead Act was signed today in 1862 into law by Abraham Lincoln. And that is our wait. That happened today, right here on Kindness Rising. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. Oh, it is another beautiful day. Another beautiful day for sure. It's going to be a beautiful one here. It's been freaking hot where we are. Really, really hot. Um, I actually did some research because I'm like, could our weather be more up and down and wild and erratic and all over? Last Thursday morning, we were bringing all our plants in because there was a frost warning and a freeze. And by yesterday afternoon, it was 91 degrees. So, am I supposed to wear a sweater, a sweatshirt, a t-shirt? I don't. My plants, everything's all screwed up. It always is around here, but this year it's been particularly wild swings in temperature, and that's the weather from upstate New York. Why does anybody care? Why does anybody care about my weather? It's just what it is. Just what it is. It is a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day regardless of the weather, right? Absolutely. We can always talk about the weather. Mm. Well, certainly, we are building something here too. Gonna go into my little thing. We're building something pretty amazing here at Mornings in the Lab Network. I know you guys are out there, the people who follow Kindness Rising, the people who follow Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. You know that it's Wednesday, and it's my favorite day because our network is super active. Thanks, Sully. Yep, yep. Opportunity meets readiness. Absolutely. I appreciate you, Sully. I think you understand that it's, there's controversy there, but I believe it was people doing the best they could with what they knew then. Anyway, what were we talking about? I forgot what I was talking about building. I'm talking about building. We're building every day. You should see the stuff we're building. I mean, it is unbelievable. You should see it. So call me and let me know because I'll show it to you. Every day, if you're into building something new, what we're building right here on the network with Keith leading the way. And Wednesdays are our big day. Um, Certainly time to tell you about some of those things. We're going to start with our guest engine continues to develop and grow, and our purpose continues to evolve and change. We want to help. We're doing it ourselves. We are a live network, but we're building authority, not authority in terms of authoritarianism, but authority as in expertise through our authority pages that we can provide for people, a living, breathing document of your impact. That's the word I was looking for. Geez, took a second. The living, breathing document of your impact is the authority page that continues to grow. It's findable through Google and Perplexity and all the AI tools, all the bells and whistles and buzzards behind there. But most importantly, it's an evolving tool. And when you get involved with Mornings in the Lab Authority Network, that's what you get. You get one of the things you get, a real tool that shows the world and that makes you findable. The other thing we're working on that's really cool is something called the Signal Engine. It's your opportunity to find out very easily where the conversations are happening that you want to build authority in, what's happening, what's being said, and provide you an opportunity to make sure that you are present so that you build authority over time. Right there where it's happening, the conversations are happening out there. You want to be involved in it. You've got to find them. The signal engine as part of Conversation OS in Mornings with the Lab is it. Pretty slick stuff. We're building. We're trialing things. Some things are in early development. Some things are further along. I've shown you a few things and more are coming. So just stick with us here as we build. This is also a business. I love waking up with you every morning, getting involved, getting to know you. That's the really important part for me, for sure. And I think for the others in the network, building that community of people for different reasons. But it's also a business, and we want to help. It's a helping business, a service business to help you build your authority. The Mornings in the Lab Network. More to come. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for sticking around and listening to my commercial. Well, we poured one out for our homies. We had two of our three clues. I guess it's time for our third clue. Kathleen Byram has already guessed it. I think this is the dead giveaway. Remember, clue number one was, what was clue number one? I don't know. No, clue number one was how this guy, small town Pennsylvania, became known for playing ordinary people doing extraordinary things. Clue two, Brigadier General in the Air Force Reserve. Howdy, Jerry Ginger. Do you know after two clues who we are talking about, whose anniversary of birth date is today? Kathleen Byram's favorite actor. I think this one is the one that's going to be the dead giveaway. Whether he was helping save Bedford Falls, solving mysteries, or navigating the American West, his voice, sincerity, and everyman spirit made him unforgettable. Oh no, your dog got Jess. I'm sorry to hear that. You just never know what's going to happen. You must have a tiny dog, or those are some really big raccoons. Anyway, Kathleen Byram already guessed. Nobody's put it in the chat yet. I told you got the biggest raccoon ever. Yeah. All right. Well, Kathleen, you guessed it. Thanks, Kathy. I appreciate you. It's Jimmy Stewart. Who's got Jimmy Stewart memories? Who likes Jimmy Stewart? Kathleen does. I know that for sure. I like Jimmy Stewart. Well, beyond It's a Wonderful Life. Beyond. I'm going to try to talk like him, but I can't. I'm terrible at I'll hang the moon. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. That's Jimmy Stewart. I love It's a Wonderful Life. I love Rear Window. Right? Is that it? Rear Window? Vertigo? Not Vertigo. It wasn't in Vertigo, but Alfred Hitchcock. Was he in Vertigo? Oh my God, my brain. Kathleen, I need your trivia. Mr. Smith goes to Washington. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Jerry, you got him. You got him. Jimmy Stewart. Name your favorite Jimmy Stewart movie. I don't know. Mom? Where in Pennsylvania? Love Where in Pennsylvania him? You know, I don't know. Maybe Kathleen knows where in Pennsylvania he was born. I just know the interwebs told me he was born in a small Pennsylvania town. Yeah. Cool. Frank Capra movies, Jimmy Stewart, obviously a big piece of all the Frank Capra, not all, but Frank Capra movies, just a different time period. I will declare my love for those classic movies. Mom, you and I talked about it last week. I mean, movies that can be carried by dialogue and real acting, to me, are more meaningful than the action blockbuster, whatever. Everything has it all has its purpose, actually. But I really do enjoy settling into a classic black and white, old Turner classic, MGM classic. Indiana. He was born in Indiana. Oh, Indiana, Pennsylvania. Indiana, Pennsylvania. He was born in Indiana. Indiana, Pennsylvania. Yes. All right. Thank you, Kathleen. Appreciate your facts. What sounds like a Philadelphia slang? Sounds so much like a Philadelphia slang. You're talking about Philadelphia story? I don't know. Mom, we got to help you with your typing. Anyway, that's our fun reveal for today. I opened up the studio so I can't even see my other material at this point, but whatever. That's it. That's it. All right. So certainly Jimmy Stewart built a wonderful life with the help of Clarence and his friends in Bedford Falls. And that's what we're building right where we are. That's where people built for the Homestead Act. That's what his voice. Yes. Okay. Got it. All right. Well, we are winding down. The big reveal has happened, but we still have to do our kindness compass for today because that's what we do. This is it. The kindness compass. Bringing it home. Some practical things, some ideas from today's show to keep it going, to move it forward. Number one, start before you feel ready. Confidence often, that's what I was trying to say. Confidence often follows action, not the other way around. Take action first, the confidence builds. Number two, small things grow. Meaningful lives are usually built through small, consistent efforts over time. Just like showing up every day at Kindness Rising, just like Kathleen's out there writing every day, just like Jess is out there, just like Ginger's out there with his dogs every day. Small things grow through consistent effort, repeated every day. Stewardship matters. Taking care of our little corner of the world matters much more than people realize. Absolutely. There's another organization that I meant to talk about today that I'm going to bring back. It's called Main Street America, and we're going to talk about that again. That was the one that was supposed to be there, but Habitat for Humanity disappeared. What are you going to do? All right. Build where you are. That's what it's all about. You don't need perfect conditions to begin improving your life. Just start now. Start with your community. Start with positivity and kindness, and you will grow from there. And lastly, ordinary lives matter deeply. I mean, I think that do it scared. Love that, Kathleen. Do it scared. Absolutely. Yeah. Here's the thing. Jimmy Stewart and I got lost for a second there. Again. That's so funny. Where did my keys go? All right, enjoy the music for a second. We'll figure this out. All right, there it is. Never underestimate the ripple effect of showing up consistently for other people. That's it. That's what happened in a wonderful life, right? If you've ever seen it, you already know that sometimes you're building more than you realize while you're building. Absolutely. All right. Well, that's it for today. I can't believe it. We got through it. We got through it together. We're going to keep getting through it, get going. You know, maybe one of the most hopeful truths about humanity is this. We are builders of families, of friendships, of communities, of second chances, and of new chapters. And maybe you don't need the perfect blueprint today. Maybe you don't need certainty. Maybe you just need willingness, a willingness to plant something, to improve something, to care for something, anything, to keep showing up for your little patch of earth. Because deep down, people don't remember the perfection. They'll remember your sincerity, your character, and your presence. Us, as ordinary people who quietly help make the world feel a little more helpful. Thanks for being here this morning. Come on back tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. And as always, stay uncommon, stay kind. And just keep your dogs out of the raccoon cages.